At the City of Unley, we care about how people live, keep healthy, and how they interact with each other, so that we have a happy and contented community. Council also knows that most people's families extend to more than just people, and we acknowledge just how important our animals are to us. We understand the value of animals to people, but we also want to promote responsible ownership of animals, because if we don't look after them properly, this can impact others as well as our pets. Council has an animal management plan which outlines how we make our city more pet friendly and at the same time promotes better behaviours and practices that ensure animals don't cause problems for others.
The City of Unley is a relatively small area, and Council recognises Unley has limited open space for recreation activities. Our parks are popular places for everyone, so we need to be mindful of how they're shared and accessed. The plan covers a lot of different areas, but in simple terms it has a primary focus on dog and cat management, not just from an owner's viewpoint, but one which considers the health and welfare of animals too. We all know that keeping cats fed and looked after so that they don't roam at night is a good idea, not only for their own safety, but to help protect wildlife. But many of us aren't familiar with what the rules are, who's responsible for enforcing them, and where we can get advice and help when we need it.
The majority of pet owners understand they need to register their pets, but they can sometimes forget about other things like microchipping, which helps us reunite owners with wandering pets. We also need residents to keep their pets' records up to date, to make sure we can return their pets to them as quickly as possible if they get lost. For the sake of your pets and your neighbours, animals need to be controlled. But what does effective control mean? It means making sure that your dogs are walked on public footpaths on a leash, so they don't frighten or bite other people or animals. We want owners to be responsible about droppings and to pick up after their dogs. It's not just an inconvenience, it's a health issue. This is why people need to carry a dog waste bag just in case. Council wants to actively encourage shared use of our parks and reserves, so your dog can run around without being on a lead. And Council needs to hear your views about how we can best achieve that in the animal management plan.
Should there be more opportunities in our parks to enable off-leash exercise? Or are you worried that the rules around our dog parks are too loose? We're proposing to trial adjusted times for this at Unley Oval and some of our other public reserves. And we want to know if what we're suggesting is right for our community. There are residents who may have other issues, such as dogs barking constantly. The plan spells out what councils can do in relation to animals, as well as what we can't. Council can take action where we have control when dogs have an impact on others, but we sometimes can only take steps according to the laws set out in the Dog and Cat Management Act. If someone is mistreating animals, for example, that's not a council role. Animal welfare matters are the RSPCA's responsibility. The plan talks about legal compliance and what council has the power to do, and what other areas we can help with or provide advice on.
People often ask us about other domestic animals like chickens or pigeons. Residents who want to keep chickens can. However, if chickens cause a noise or smell issue, we need to look into it, because this becomes a problem of nuisance between households and can also raise health concerns. For example, we know that roosters in a residential area often cause noise issues and conflict between neighbours, so we encourage people to think twice before raising roosters. Some people want to keep bees. Council doesn't have the power to approve beehives, which can be more than just an annoyance and pose a genuine risk to people's health if anyone is allergic. But we may investigate to try and resolve things if this becomes an issue for the neighbours. Of course, most people are owners of 2 or 3 much-loved pets, usually dogs or cats, who are very much part of the family, and we want to be able to provide the resources and facilities so they have a happy life too.
As a pet owner, you may want less restrictions and controls on where you can interact with them, or you may feel that the current rules are working well and don't need changing. Or you might not be an animal lover at all and feel our controls don't go far enough. Perhaps you'd like to see stronger measures put in place to provide better amenities for people, with less emphasis on pets. Reviewing our animal management plan means looking after the health of our whole community. While we understand pets play an important role in so many people's lives, we want the plan to consider humans too. So we have the right strategy that works for our residents and offers our pets a great life here at Unley. Please take the time to read the plan. It's on our website and open for consultation from the 4th of January to the 3rd of February 2021. We'd appreciate your comments, suggestions and feedback.
Go to yoursay.unley.sa.gov.au, look for the Animal Management Plan consultation and respond to the survey. Thank you.